Margaret had lived in the sprawling Victorian mansion for nearly 50 years, but tonight was different. The cold autumn wind lashed against the windows, and the trees outside seemed to groan in agony. A sense of unease settled in the pit of her stomach as she sat in the dim candlelight, knitting the same scarf she had been working on for years. It was on nights like these that the house seemed to come alive with whispers, pale echoes of the past. She glanced at the grandfather clock in the corner, its pendulum swaying rhythmically. Midnight was fast approaching. Suddenly, an inexplicable chill seeped into the room, causing the flames of the candles to flicker. Margaret's hands trembled slightly as she tried to focus on her knitting. She had always dismissed the stories about the house being haunted, attributing the strange noises and fleeting shadows to its old age. But tonight, she wasn't so sure. As the clock struck 12, the whispers grew louder. They seemed to be coming from the attic, a place Margaret had not ventured into in years. Something compelled her to rise from her chair and make her way to the creaky staircase. Each step echoed ominously in the silence, her heart pounding in her chest. The attic door loomed ahead, its wood warped with age. She hesitated for a moment before turning the brass knob. The door creaked open, revealing a dark, dusty expanse. Moonlight filtered through a small window, casting eerie shadows on the wooden beams. Margaret stepped inside, feeling the temperature drop even further. The whispers were more distinct now, as if they were all around her. She fumbled for the light switch and found it. A single, flickering bulb illuminated the attic, revealing old trunks, cobwebs, and forgotten memories. It was then that she saw it, a small, ornate box tucked away in a corner. Intrigued, she approached it, her breath visible in the frigid air. She knelt down and opened the box, revealing a collection of faded letters and photographs. As she sifted through them, the whispers seemed to converge into a single, mournful voice. "Margaret," it called, sending a shiver down her spine. She recognized the voice, it was her late husband, Thomas. He had passed away tragically decades ago, and she had never fully recovered from the loss. Tears welled up in her eyes as she clutched a photograph of them on their wedding day. Suddenly, the attic door slammed shut with a force that shook the house. Margaret jumped up, her pulse racing. The whispers were now deafening, an almost tangible presence. "Why," she cried out, desperation in her voice. The mournful voice responded, "You must remember." With those words, the air grew thick, and the room seemed to spin.